Every legend begins with purpose. Without purpose, life drifts like a ship without a sail. With it, every obstacle becomes fuel, every setback becomes a lesson, and every victory becomes a testimony. Les Brown once said, "Life has no limitations except the ones you make." Purpose strips away those self-imposed chains. Faith reminds us that we are created for a reason. Resilience ensures that reason carries us through storms. Motivation is the daily fire that keeps purpose alive. When you wake each day, don't just ask, "What do I have to do?" Ask, "Why do I have to do it?" Legends aren't remembered for busyness. They're remembered for purpose-driven impact. The world remembers not those who never fell, but those who refused to stay down. Resilience is the language of legends. Eric Thomas shouts it loud, "When you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful." That hunger creates resilience. Viktor Frankl, surviving unthinkable suffering, wrote that purpose gives meaning to even the darkest nights. Resilience is not denial, it is the stubborn insistence that life still has meaning, even in struggle. Your falls don't define you, your rise does, and each rise builds a story someone else will draw strength from.
Faith is the invisible hand guiding us through uncertainty. It is the anchor when storms hit, the compass when directions blur, the courage when fear whispers. Jim Rohn said, "The same wind blows on us all. It is the set of the sail that determines where we end up." Faith is that set of the sail, belief that even in chaos, direction exists. Faith is not passive. It fuels action. It whispers, "Keep going." It shouts, "This is not the end." It reminds us that life is bigger than the moment. Legends understand. Faith doesn't erase the valley, but it lights the path through it. Discipline is the skeleton of achievement. Without it, dreams collapse under the weight of excuses. Zig Ziglar said, "When you are tough on yourself, life is going to be infinitely easier on you." Discipline is tough love for the self. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, practiced daily discipline in thought and action, reminding us that focus is freedom. Discipline is not punishment, it is protection. It protects time, energy, and destiny from being wasted. Legends embrace discipline, not because it's easy, but because it makes greatness possible. Pain is a universal teacher. It doesn't ask for permission, but it always delivers a lesson. Legends choose to transform pain into power. Brian Tracy reminds us, difficult times often lead to beautiful destinations. Pain sharpens resilience and builds capacity for greatness. T. Harv Eker teaches that the mind can be trained to use every experience, even painful ones, to fuel wealth, success, and purpose. Don't run from pain. Study it, transform it, let it forge you into someone stronger. Pain can break you, or it can be the fire that powers your rise.
Vision is the picture of the future that ignites the present. Without vision, effort feels scattered. With it, every action aligns toward destiny. Napoleon Hill taught the principle of definiteness of purpose, Clarity of vision turns dreams into blueprints. Without vision, motivation dies quickly. With vision, discipline becomes joy. Faith fuels vision by reminding us that the unseen can be more real than the visible. Purpose gives vision direction, and resilience keeps vision alive when reality resists. Legends see what others cannot. They don't just react to the present, they shape the future. Ask yourself, what is the vision pulling you forward? Fear visits everyone. Legends are not those without fear, they are those who act anyway. Susan Jeffers wrote, "Feel the fear and do it anyway." That is the battle cry of courage. Fear is a liar, whispering that failure is fatal, but courage knows failure is feedback. Machiavelli observed that fortune favors the bold. Without courage, focus fades. With courage, momentum builds. Faith assures us we are not alone. Purpose makes the risk worth it. Every time you act despite fear, you weaken its grip. Courage is the secret companion of every legend. Discipline is not an occasional act, but a way of life. Legends don't wait for motivation, they rely on discipline. Brian Tracy says, self-discipline is the key to personal greatness. It's the difference between temporary effort and lasting results. Faith teaches us that small, consistent steps matter. Purpose ensures discipline is directed toward meaningful goals. Resilience strengthens discipline when distractions tempt. Discipline may feel restrictive, but it is freedom in disguise. It liberates you from procrastination and mediocrity. Discipline turns dreams into destiny. Gratitude shifts perspective. It transforms scarcity into abundance, anxiety into peace, struggle into strength. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations to greet each day with thanks for breath, for strength, even for trials that forged character. Jim Rohn also taught that gratitude is the seedbed of joy. It anchors focus in what is rather than what is lacking. Faith-driven gratitude sees blessings even in hardship. Purpose-driven gratitude sees lessons even in loss. Gratitude doesn't deny struggle, it redefines it. Legends live with thankfulness, and in doing so, they multiply joy and resilience. Scarcity says there is never enough time, money, opportunity. Abundance says there is more than enough for those willing to work with faith and focus. T. Harv Eker teaches that rich thinking is rooted in abundance. Scarcity hoards, abundance creates, serves, and multiplies. Faith reminds us that the world is not empty, it is overflowing with possibility. Purpose aligns abundance thinking with contribution, not just consumption. An abundant mindset fuels resilience. Failure becomes temporary, not terminal. Legends know that abundance is not just resources, it is resourcefulness. Focus on abundance and opportunities expand. Consistency is the invisible force behind all achievement. Anyone can be motivated for a day, but legends are consistent for a lifetime. Denzel Washington once said, "Without commitment, you'll never start, but more importantly, without consistency,
you'll never finish. Faith gives strength for daily persistence. Purpose reminds you why consistency matters. Resilience carries you through days when the results are unseen. The key is not massive leaps, but steady steps. A brick laid daily builds a fortress over time. Consistency transforms ordinary actions into extraordinary outcomes.
Excuses are comfort traps, beautiful lies that shield us from growth. Eric Thomas says, "Don't make a habit out of choosing what feels good over what's actually good for you." Excuses protect comfort zones, but sabotage destiny. Faith strips away excuses by reminding us that time is sacred. Purpose silences excuses with clarity. This matters more than my comfort. Every excuse you destroy opens space for discipline. Legends are remembered not for their reasons, but for their results. Change is inevitable, but growth is optional. Legends choose growth. Machiavelli observed that those who resist change are consumed by it. Adaptability is a mark of strength. Faith allows us to trust the unknown. Purpose directs us through transitions. Resilience helps us bend without breaking. Don't fear change, leverage it. Every transformation is a chance to refine your focus. Legends embrace change as a path to reinvention. Character is destiny. Talent may open doors, but character determines whether they stay open. Zig Ziglar said, "With integrity, you have nothing to fear, since you have nothing to hide." Marcus Aurelius wrote that character is formed not in applause, but in private battles. Faith strengthens integrity. Purpose demands authenticity. Legends live with character because they know impact without integrity is corruption. Ambition is fire, the hunger that pulls you forward. But without purpose, ambition burns aimlessly. Napoleon Hill taught that ambition must be paired with definiteness of purpose. That union creates achievement. Faith refines ambition so it doesn't destroy. Purpose channels ambition toward legacy, not just self-gain. Legends are ambitious, but not reckless. Their fire is disciplined, their hunger directed. Ambition plus focus equals transformation. The loudest voice you'll ever hear is your own. Self-talk can be a weapon or a wound. Susan Jeffers urged people to replace "I can't" with "I'll handle it." Words shape beliefs, and beliefs shape results. Faith-driven self-talk reminds you of strength beyond yourself. Purpose-driven self-talk keeps your identity rooted in destiny. Every day, affirm, "I am strong, I am capable, I am focused." Legends master their inner dialogue, and in doing so, they master their outcomes. Distraction is the enemy of destiny. Focus is its greatest ally. Jim Rohn said, "Either you run the day, or the day runs you." Legends run their days with laser-like concentration. Faith says your time is sacred. Purpose says your focus must align with your calling. Resilience helps you say no to noise. Protect your focus like treasure. Where focus goes, energy flows, and results grow. Hard work is the common denominator of legends. Talent matters, but effort multiplies talent into greatness. Eric Thomas preaches it. You can't cheat the grind. It knows how much you've invested. Faith fuels endurance when work feels heavy. Purpose reminds you that sweat today is harvest tomorrow. Legends embrace hard work not as punishment, but as privilege. Work refines, strengthens, and shapes destiny. Not all days are bright. Some seasons feel heavy, empty, uncertain. But faith sustains through the dark. Viktor Frankl wrote that meaning transforms suffering. Faith gives that meaning wings. Purpose reframes darkness. It is not the end, but preparation. Resilience is the courage to endure until dawn comes. Legends don't give up in the dark. They walk by faith, knowing the sun will rise again. True leadership is not domination, it is service. Legends are not remembered for power taken, but for lives lifted. John Maxwell teaches that leadership is influence. Service multiplies influence by inspiring loyalty and trust. Faith calls leaders to humility. Purpose calls them to impact. Resilience allows them to serve even when tired. Serve where you are. Lift others as you climb. Leadership through service turns success into significance. Patience is the art of trusting timing. In a world of urgency, legends understand that great things take time. Jim Rohn said, "The same wind blows on us all. It's the set of the sail that determines the direction." Patience is adjusting the sail until the wind carries you. Faith says delay is not denial. Purpose says waiting seasons are shaping seasons. Resilience makes patience endurance, not apathy. Patience doesn't mean inactivity, it means consistency while trusting the process. Legends master patience because they see beyond the moment. Failure is not fatal, it is fertile ground for growth. Thomas Edison once remarked, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Legends share this mindset. Faith transforms failure into feedback. Purpose reframes it as redirection. Resilience makes it a stepping stone, not a stumbling block. Don't fear failure, study it. Every defeat carries data. Legends rise because they mine failure for wisdom. Sacrifice is the price of greatness. Legends pay it willingly. Eric Thomas says, to be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Faith sustains sacrifice when comfort calls. Purpose clarifies why the price must be paid. Resilience endures the pain of letting go. Sacrifice short-term pleasures for long-term legacy. Legends trade comfort for calling, and in doing so, they create history. Standing out often means standing alone. Legends embrace this courage. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The object of life is not to be on the side of the majority, but to escape finding oneself in the ranks of the insane." Faith affirms uniqueness. Purpose ensures your difference serves destiny.
Resilience shields you from the sting of criticism. Don't conform to mediocrity. Dare to be different. Legends leave marks because they refused to blend in. True fulfillment is not found in what we keep, but in what we give. Contribution transforms success into significance. Zig Ziglar said, "You can have everything in life you want if you will just help enough other people get what they want." Faith teaches generosity. Purpose makes giving intentional. Resilience allows contribution even in scarcity. Legends measure their lives not by possessions, but by the lives they've touched. Contribution echoes louder than consumption. Focus is choosing one path and ignoring the noise. Without it, energy scatters. With it, greatness grows. Brian Tracy teaches your ability to concentrate single-mindedly on your most important task will contribute as much to your success as any other discipline. Faith keeps distractions from derailing. Purpose sharpens what deserves attention. Resilience helps sustain focus through fatigue. Where focus goes, power flows. Legends live with laser-like focus on what matters most.
Determination is fuel that refuses to run out. When passion cools and excitement fades, determination remains. Les Brown roars, "It's not over until I win." Determination embodies that spirit. Faith strengthens determination with divine assurance. Purpose turns obstacles into fuel. Resilience keeps determination burning when results delay. Stay determined. Legends are remembered not for ease, but for relentless pursuit. Legends remain students no matter how high they climb. Arrogance blinds, but humility learns. Socrates declared, "The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing." Legends echo this truth. Faith makes hearts teachable. Purpose reminds us that growth never ends. Resilience embraces correction as direction. Read, listen, seek mentors. Legends grow because they never stop learning. Productivity without rest becomes destruction. Legends understand balance. Stephen Covey's principle of sharpening the saw teaches renewal. Without it, efficiency decays. Faith models rest as sacred. Purpose ensures rest is preparation, not laziness. Resilience values recovery as much as effort. Work hard, rest deep. Balance sustains focus for the long run.
Hope is the anchor of legends. It is the belief that tomorrow can be brighter than today. Viktor Frankl wrote, "Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how." Hope is that why in motion. Faith fuels hope when evidence is scarce. Purpose keeps hope alive through storms. Resilience makes hope unbreakable. Legends don't just live with hope, they pass it on. Their words, actions, and sacrifices become seeds of hope for generations. Dreams without action dissolve into fantasy. Legends are remembered not for what they imagined, but for what they did. Jim Rohn said, "What you do speaks so loudly I cannot hear what you say." Action is proof of belief. Faith assures you that steps taken in courage are guided. Purpose clarifies which actions matter most.
Resilience ensures that action continues even after failure. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Move. Legends act, and action creates momentum. Your attitude is the lens through which you see life. Legends know that outlook determines outcome. Zig Ziglar taught, "Your attitude, not your aptitude, will determine your altitude." Faith shapes attitude with gratitude. Purpose transforms challenges into opportunities. Resilience keeps attitude steady even in storms. Guard your attitude. It colors every action. Legends carry optimism, not because life is easy, but because they choose the higher lens. Without reflection, growth stagnates. Legends take time to pause, review, and adjust. Marcus Aurelius wrote nightly in his journals, reflecting on his actions and thoughts. Reflection sharpened his leadership. Faith turns reflection into prayerful alignment. Purpose turns it into course correction. Resilience allows honesty without despair. Reflect daily. Ask, what did I learn? Where can I improve? How will I grow tomorrow? Reflection turns experience into wisdom. Legends do not play it safe. Risk is the price of progress. Napoleon Hill said, "Do not wait. The time will never be just right." Waiting for certainty is the surest way to miss destiny. Faith replaces fear with trust. Purpose makes the risk worth it. Resilience absorbs failure and keeps trying. Take the leap. Risk is not recklessness, it is courage aligned with vision. Legends live on the edge of risk and reward. Perseverance is stubborn resilience in motion. It is the refusal to surrender. Eric Thomas preaches, "I don't take days off. I don't take plays off. I'm all in every day." Faith keeps you moving through the unseen. Purpose reminds you why you began. Perseverance ensures you finish what you start. Legends are not the fastest, but the ones who keep going. Perseverance outlasts talent, luck, and even resistance. Greatness without peace is emptiness. Legends cultivate calm even in chaos. Marcus Aurelius urged, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Faith brings peace that transcends understanding. Purpose allows you to focus on what truly matters. Resilience calms storms within, even when storms rage outside. Peace fuels focus. Legends master peace to remain steady under pressure. Encouragement is fuel. Legends uplift others, knowing words can heal or destroy. Les Brown says, "Your words can plant gardens or burn whole forests down." Faith inspires encouragement rooted in truth. Purpose drives encouragement as service. Resilience teaches encouragement even when you need it yourself. Speak life. Lift others. Legends create echoes of encouragement that outlast their voices.
Complexity distracts. Simplicity focuses. Legends strip away the unnecessary to focus on the essential. Brian Tracy says clarity accounts for probably 80% of success and happiness. Simplicity creates clarity. Faith clarifies values. Purpose reveals priorities. Resilience strips distractions until only essentials remain. Simplify your goals. Simplify your days. Legends know focus flourishes in simplicity. Integrity is tested when no one is watching. Legends pass that test. Zig Ziglar said, "With integrity, you do the right thing. That's how you build trust." Faith makes integrity non-negotiable. Purpose reminds you that shortcuts stain destiny. Resilience refuses to bend under temptation. Live so your actions match your words. Integrity is the currency of legends. Legends think beyond themselves. They live for legacy, impact that echoes after they are gone. Miles Monroe declared, "The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without purpose." Legacy is purpose fulfilled. Faith looks beyond the present moment. Purpose turns work into contribution. Resilience ensures the legacy is carried to completion. Ask yourself daily, what will I leave behind? Legends are remembered because they lived with legacy in mind.
Hope is the bridge between despair and destiny. Without it, focus collapses. With it, people endure the impossible. Viktor Frankl, reflecting on his survival, wrote, "Those who have a why to live can bear almost any how." Hope keeps the why alive. Faith fuels hope when the night feels endless. Purpose clarifies the future worth waiting for. Resilience makes hope active, not passive. Hope is not naive, it is powerful. Legends guard it fiercely, for hope is the seed of every victory. Leadership is not about titles, it is about responsibility. Legends step forward when others shrink back. John Maxwell says, "A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way." Leadership is courage in motion. Faith shapes leadership with humility. Purpose ensures leadership serves others, not ego. Resilience makes leadership steady under pressure. Lead where you are. Leadership begins with influence, not authority. Legends rise by leading with courage. Legends are lifelong learners. Knowledge is the fuel of focus. Jim Rohn said, "Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune." Learning beyond classrooms sustains growth. Faith opens the heart to wisdom. Purpose directs learning toward destiny. Resilience embraces failure as education. Read, listen, and study daily. Legends keep growing because they never stop learning.
Faith is not fragile. It is resilient. It bends in storms but does not break. Marcus Aurelius noted that the soul becomes stronger by aligning with truth. Faith does this. It anchors when circumstances shift. Purpose strengthens faith by giving trials meaning. Resilience ensures faith endures setbacks. Legends walk by faith, not sight. Their faith sustains them through storms and inspires others to stand firm. Passion fuels persistence. Without passion, work feels heavy. With it,
Even sacrifice feels light. Eric Thomas preaches, "I don't sleep because I'm tired, I sleep because I'm done." That passion creates focus. Faith channels passion away from destruction into purpose. Purpose transforms passion into progress. Resilience keeps passion burning even when challenges try to smother it. Legends live with fire. Their passion ignites others and leaves a trail of inspiration. Humility is not weakness, it is wisdom. Legends stay grounded even when elevated. C.S. Lewis said, "Humility is not thinking less of yourself, it's thinking of yourself less." Faith models humility through service. Purpose ensures humility keeps ambition healthy. Resilience allows humility in both victory and defeat. Legends remain teachable, approachable, and grateful. Humility makes their greatness relatable. Endurance is the final test of greatness. Many start, but few endure. Brian Tracy says, "The difference between successful people and unsuccessful people is that successful people do all the things unsuccessful people don't want to do." Faith strengthens endurance when energy fades. Purpose keeps endurance meaningful. Resilience makes endurance possible. Legends endure to the end. They finish what they start, and their endurance becomes their legacy. Life's highest reward is giving. Legends are remembered not for what they kept, but for what they gave. Zig Ziglar reminded us, "You can have everything in life you want if you just help enough other people get what they want." Faith encourages generosity. Purpose ensures contribution builds legacy. Resilience gives even when resources are scarce. Legends live for contribution. Their impact outlives them because they gave more than they took.
Legacy is the echo of a life well lived. Legends live so their influence speaks long after they are gone. Miles Monroe said, "The greatest tragedy in life is not death, but a life without purpose." Legacy is proof of purpose fulfilled. Faith ensures legacy touches eternity. Purpose ensures it serves humanity. Resilience carries it to completion. Legends don't just leave possessions, they leave principles, ideas, and examples. Legacy is the story others continue to tell.
The voices of legends never fade. Their words continue to inspire. Their actions continue to teach, and their faith continues to echo across generations. Miles Monroe, Les Brown, Eric Thomas, Jim Rohn, Viktor Frankl. Different voices, same truth. Purpose fuels focus. Faith fuels resilience. Motivation fuels destiny. The call to you is clear. Don't just admire legends, become one. Live with purpose, walk with faith, work with resilience, and speak with motivation. One day, your story will inspire others. Your words will echo, your life will speak. And when it does, it will say, "Here lived a legend."